Sid! Oh, you're... Should I be worried?
You haven't been...
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has abandoned.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. But the fact is, I have more immediate...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a and at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to her?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for... We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to...
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the... And you cannot fill empty bellies.
But what happens when they come back?
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out. Come back when you're ready to talk.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill.
I was about to ask you this.
Costness is in chaos. And the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably op. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. These are cursed skies. Or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to...
I hope so.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
So,
what I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder.
my thoughts... both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But while it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will count, it may still be possible to make them doubt that...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save...
When all that fear and anger can be...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not... Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only...
Play along.
What he means to say is...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is, Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from...
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 200 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, Are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than that a band of beardless youths could better avenge the death?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle, and there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalamil is not to be trifled with.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord and while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, which means that now, more than ever, we will need, if our humble town is to...
All right, if it will help. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time. They may even...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was.
I take it your scouts found the...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the...
I have a favor. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the mistakes I concede are high. But
That is a lot of...
then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
Then we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you...
Without you, there would have... You saved us, Con.
We all saved.
Conrad seems to have had a change of...
I'd say they both.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the...
The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirst.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is... As for...
I'll take that as a...
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha,
And you, Clive.
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here. But the rest are still down there now.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never... Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
That's it. These men don't have the look.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Wade's men? But where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the...
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for...
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shut. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of a cat, and they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here.
I will.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So,
Lord Rossfield, if you aren't a son...
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty. Nice try.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, so...
I see you're all in one.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second...
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East. You'll need to move the injured with...
Don't you worry about...
The moment my men are safe, I'll...
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
My brothers.
Fiends try to climb the walls here, too.
Get me back out there.
Founder knows.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next...
Then we make for Martha's while we...
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, there hopefully we'll have enough time.
How many of your men were in?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as it's not a matter... The inn here affords a good view of the land.
and as easily...
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you put...
My lord, there's someone I'd... Oscar, over here. I am Oscar.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am so... Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. If it please you, my lord Marquis, might you... I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of... And I would sooner serve on... not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... It's all right. There is only so much the boy can learn.
But...
Would that really be so? You were a squire once?
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under her flood.
Then we're next.
I can't do it.
But you can.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik. They've taken so many.
Okay.
And what of your mistress?
Oh, no. She went...
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave. The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
What could do that to a man?
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us...
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection, and protect them I shall. Because they are... In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charge. But more than that, they're your sisters, your brothers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's... I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help.
It was a noble, but I thought you might still need some support.
Oh, like you to... What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared... and perhaps they did.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, and a pack of them glowing things fat.
Leave that to her.
My family!
It's all right. I'm so on.
Did you see the creatures that...
Creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when...
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for Moor.
I assume you have a plan?
Find out what we're
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
It's over.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
Should I cry?
Save your strength.
There are always more.
There we...
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love include the ones standing. Now, if you don't mind.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all, but it has solved one. And that's what...
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you had ours from all our friends thanking. How is it you always manage to arrive at
luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the...
let's see. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Now's the time to visit the infirm.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
What do you want?